I don't know how successful this is actually going to be though, because I can't imagine like a lot of parents like allowing their kids to try to be a professional gamer. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Small Talk Japan, where we talk about everything Japan in English. My name is not Mitch, but Josh, and today I'm joined with...
Natsuki!
Hi Natsuki.
Hi, Josh, you're finally on the camera!
Yeah, my first time actually being in front of the camera.
Nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
This is funny.
How are you, Natsuki?
Good. How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was good. It was really nice.
I saw you made the fabulous Christmas cake and you posted on the Instagram.
I didn't make the cake.
You didn't make the cake?
No. Actually, yeah, a lot of people ask me about that. They're like, oh, wow, you made such a nice cake. But I guess it was just bad wording.
Just decorated?
No, I meant I decorated the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I did make a Christmas dinner.
Oh, what did you make?
Roast chicken, some roast vegetables. What else was there? Salad. I don't know, just normal Christmas dinner stuff.
You have oven in your house?
I do, yeah.
Oh, cool.
What did you do for Christmas?
I actually didn't do anything because my baby got a fever on
Really?
the day before Christmas. That was a nightmare. I mean, she coughed a lot, puked on me. Sorry, oops. So I was supposed to have a roast chicken like as normal Japanese people.
Not KFC.
Not KFC.
Oh, okay.
But the fried chicken shop near my house. Not fried chicken. I mean Kentucky Fried Chicken though. But anyway, so she couldn't eat anything but, so those oily stuff.
Oh.
And I was so tired too. So I just got a bite. That's it. But that was, good memory.
What did you get for Shiori for Christmas? Or what did Santa get Shiori for Christmas?
Santa got her Lego.
Legos?
Yeah, Lego Duplo.
Huh.
Is that the name? I don't know.
I don't know.
It wasn't Lego. It was on Anpanman. It's not Lego, but something like Lego, like blocks.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did she like it?
She liked it. And, she, of course, believed in Santa Claus. Santa-san ga kita!
That's
Santa
so cute.
came. Yeah, it was cute. Mm-hmm. Did you get something?
I got a new jacket.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was freezing. I didn't have a nice winter jacket, so it's really cold this year.
Yes.
And it was snowing yesterday, actually.
Yes, it was. It was snowing. But, we have a Mount Sakurajima. It's an active volcano and it's supposed to be, covered with snow, but it's still not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's still early in winter, so.
Yeah. This morning, Kagoshima City, we had like -4.
Minus 4 degrees.
Minus 4 degrees. Yeah.
That's really cold for Kagoshima.
Yeah. Stay warm.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the news.
Okay.
We got a lot of good news stories today.
Okay. So where is Mitch today?
Actually, I don't know.
Usually, he didn't show up.
Yeah. Usually we record the show on Saturday, but because it was Christmas, we took a couple days off. And yeah. We have a line chat.
Okay.
You message and you're like, all right, 4 o'clock. And Mitch was like, yeah, I can't make it. So
Hangover?
maybe. He says he's busy. But
Okay.
it's probably a hangover.
Who knows?
All right. So first up is Japan has released its digital vaccine passport. Here's what you need to know.
Okay.
So do you know what a digital vaccine passport is?
I can imagine.
Yeah, so basically it's an application that you can download onto your phone, and it has all of your data, including your name, your birthday, your passport number, who gave you your vaccine, how many shots you got, when you got your shot, and how many like boosters and everything. So it has all the information in case like you want to go travel abroad or anything like that.
So you need it when I was wondering, what kind of situation I need to use that application, because when I go to, I don't know, upload, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's probably for like certain countries, especially. They're like some are more strict than others about who can go into the country and stuff like that. So I think for countries that require vaccine, then you have to show your vaccine passport, or it might cut down like quarantine time, stuff like that. And also I think just like, what do you call it? Even some amusement parks and stuff like that, they check to see if you have your had your vaccines and stuff like that.
I see. Like I saw some news in city like New York, they have to show that things like that when people enter the restaurant. Maybe. To be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with American news and stuff like that recently, but I can imagine that. Yeah. So maybe some of Japanese restaurants, or like, I can't see anything. I can't see any place we need to show that kind of, qualification. Is my English okay? 証明書?
Yeah, like certificate.
Certificate in Kagoshima, but it will happen someday maybe.
I mean, I would like it if we did that, because I mean, I'm fully vaccinated, you're fully vaccinated. Most of the people around me are fully vaccinated, but even still, we're a little bit like, we don't really go out that often because we're not sure about everybody else. So I would be happy if there were like restaurants that were like, okay, if you want to eat here, you have to show us your vaccine passport. And with the app, like I actually downloaded the app. It's really easy to set up. You basically just download it and you scan your My Number card, which, can you explain what the My Number card is?
My Number card is a card. It has your own number.
That's the name.
And I don't know the details.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, I got it because Japanese government said if I get it, they said they give me 5,000 yen. I mean 5,000 points. That's why I got it.
It's basically like it keeps track of like all your finances and stuff like that, right? Well, not all your finances, but like if you work and stuff like that, it like keeps track of your taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and in the future, the My Number card will be my health insurance card.
Really?
I guess. Yes, and also, if I need to get 住民票,
the certificate of residence.
Yeah, certificate of residence. If I get, My Number card, I don't have to go to City Hall anymore. I go to, like 7-Eleven convenience store and I can copy it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I haven't got a chance to, use that one yet.
Do you have the one with your picture on it?
Yeah, I have my baby ones too because, for 5,000 yen.
Yeah. You're just doing it for the money.
Right.
But yeah, if you have, I think you need to have your My Number card in order to use this app. But you basically just like, you download the app, you scan your card, and then it just has all this information about you in it. It's very detailed, really cool. But yeah, I think if you live in Japan, you should download it. We'll have a link for it down below in the description.
That's cool because I almost, lost my vaccination card.
Really?
The paper. I have to find it. It has to be somewhere in my house.
Yeah, it's a lot easier with the app.
Right. I will do it.
All right, let's move on to our next news story. Suburban Tokyo City rejects proposal allowing foreigners to vote.
Right. I saw the news on the TV.
Right. So apparently a city with a population of nearly 150,000 people, including some 3,000 foreign residents, they voted against allowing foreigners to vote in the national elections.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that?
I wonder why. They must have some reason to reject, this occasion, right?
Yeah, like I'm reading this news article here and it doesn't really seem to say why it was voted against.
I assume it's not for sure, but I assume some old people are considering about, foreigners who living in Japan for a long time. If they got a boat, right, they will nottoru. How do you say nottoru? Like over Japan. Do you understand what I mean?
Like overthrow the Japanese government or something like that.
Yeah.
There are most places in Japan, most cities, they don't allow foreigners to vote. But I feel like if you have permanent residency, then why shouldn't you be allowed to vote?
Right. I agree with you. I mean, you have, Japanese nationality, right?
Japanese citizenship. Yeah.
Japanese citizenship. That means you have right to vote.
Yes, I do.
Okay, but Mitch, like somebody like Mitch, he doesn't have.
Right. So Mitch, I don't think he has the right to vote. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I'm not really sure about it to be honest. And normally I would be looking stuff up, but I'm not on my computer today.
Okay.
We'll have to ask Mitch, but hopefully in the future.
Yeah, it's so old style. But I don't know about other countries. Do they have like if I move to some other countries, do they admit my vote? Maybe Korean do.
I'm not sure about other countries, but I do know in America, as long as you become like an actual citizen, then you can vote. But
yeah, Japan's still an isolated country.
I mean, going forward though, like Japan's going to have to use more foreigners, like with Japan's population going down, especially.
Right.
We're going to need more skilled workers to come into the country and fill roles that Japanese people aren't able to fill.
Yeah.
And things like this kind of just like pushes foreigners away from Japan.
Right.
Japan is not a very foreigner-friendly place to live.
Because I guess, there are so many old people still in the, they have power. And then it's a time that young generation and old generation are fighting. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they still win. I mean, the old people still win because they have numbers.
Right. There are so many like elderly people, and also they're the ones that are voting. They have the time to vote more than the younger people who, I mean, to be honest, like I can vote in Japan, but I don't know anything about Japanese politics, so I don't vote, which is something that I should look it up and stuff, but
it will change. It will change. It will turn out.
Hopefully sometime soon. All right, let's move on to our next news story. So this one is a Japanese article.
Okay.
What can you read the name of the article in Japanese?
In Japanese?
Yeah.
警視庁が38人分の情報紛失、目黒区 A 住宅の申し込み者流出者なし。It says Japanese police lost the personal 38 people's information because they are using floppy disk.
Floppy disk.
Is floppy disk English?
Yeah, floppy disk is English, but so first off, that's crazy that they lost 38 people's information. Like, and that the only place that it was saved on was on floppy disk. Like, they don't have backups of the data anywhere.
Come on, we're in 2021.
Yeah, this is the last episode of 2021. Almost 2022.
Yeah.
But, like, when was the last time you even used a floppy disk?
When I was in high school, maybe? That means like 20 years ago?
Yeah, like 20 years ago, right? Like, I remember using a floppy disk in...
Floppy disk is like square things,
right?
Yeah. Like made with plastic.
Yeah. And I think most, like, especially the younger generation today, they've never seen a floppy disk.
Yeah.
In person, but they use it as like the save icon in like video games and stuff like that, or like on Word and stuff like that. And
I wonder what kind of computer they are using, because my computer doesn't have, like floppy disk eject. Do you understand what I mean?
There's no place to put a floppy disk.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Like, what kind of computer are they using where they still use floppy disks?
They probably have like USB style. Do you understand what I mean? Like altozuke. Do you understand what I mean?
Right, like an attachment, a dongle that changes USB to floppy disk reader or something. But like, why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and they're the Tokyo things, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know.
Japan seems like, we're very high, not high, computer like society.
Right.
But in the other hand, this is so old style.
Yeah. I mean, like Mitch always goes on about it, but
Yeah,
Japan is surprisingly behind in like everyday technology.
Yeah.
Like most kids don't really know how to use a computer very well. Most, I don't know, like a lot of businesses still use fax machines and stuff like that. And like, I've never used a fax machine in my life. I don't know how to use it.
Okay. I'm glad he's not here today because every time he talks, sit about Japan, it makes me feel like, angry about like shut your mouth thing. But this is something I have to admit. We are in old style.
Let's move on to some more fun news.
Okay.
72-year-old Japanese woman has sights on 20th World Bench Press Championship in a row.
What?
So 72-year-old grandmother Chiyomi Sawa is the 19-time World Bench Press Champion. And in the last one, she lifted 100 kilograms.
Where the competition hold?
Where's the competition held?
Held.
It's held in...
The bench press world competition, it was held in Lithuania, 2021. So she went to Lithuania. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy though that she's won 19 times in a row.
Wow.
And she is a retired lunch lady. She used to make lunch at I believe it's at a kindergarten.
She looks so strong.
Yeah. I don't think I could do even like half of what she's lifting.
I don't think I can do one.
Just the bar.
Just the bar.
That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, moving on to our next story. McDonald's Japan only sells fries in small sizes due to supply crunch.
What happened?
So it looks like all the potatoes are imported from North America.
Okay.
But they have been delayed due to flooding near a Vancouver port. And also just due to all the shortages and stuff because of COVID and like, the shipping containers. They've all been kind of stuck in various countries and stuff like that. So a lot of shipping has been slowed down. Before it was, chicken.
Yeah.
The
7-Eleven
fried chicken.
Family Mart.
And now it's French fries.
But it's funny because there's a hamburger restaurant named Lotteria in Japan.
Oh, Lotteria.
Yeah, Lotteria. They are selling bucket size of French fries.
Bucket size?
Yeah,
like
bucket
how
size.
Big of a bucket?
I don't know. It doesn't maybe that big, but still bigger than the McDonald ones. So some restaurants have a lot of potatoes, but not McDonald's. How long does it continue? Until?
It says here that the medium and large size fries will be back on the menu by 10:30 a.m. on December 31st.
So end of the year we have no French fries. Not French fries. I mean only small size.
Yeah, only small size.
Good for health.
Good for health. Oh yeah, I guess it's a little bit healthier, but I mean anyone who's going to McDonald's isn't really going for health reasons anyways.
Everybody have to, order happy set. Do you know what a happy set is?
Oh yeah, we call it a happy meal.
Happy meal in English.
Yeah.
Like, kids can get toys.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fast food French fry? Do you like McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's is the best for me. But KFC's, French fries is good too.
Really?
Yeah. And then the other day I went to Subway and then Subway's French fry was good too.
Subway is so bad in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
How bad?
It's just like it's the same restaurant, but it's completely different than the American version of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I can imagine, if I go to American version of, Subway, they have a lot of cheese and vegetables.
right.
Like in Japan, like less vegetables and cheese, right? Is that why that you say it sucks?
It's that, and also it like in American Subways, you order the kind of sandwich you want. Like I always get the Italian, what is it, BMT or something like that.
Yeah.
And that just kind of gives you the base of what meat and cheese goes inside. But then after that, you can choose like from like 20 different vegetables,
Right.
salt, pepper, oil, vinegar, mayo, mustard, and like a bunch of stuff that you can put in there.
Yeah.
But the Japanese one, you're like, okay, I'll have the Italian sandwich, and like you don't really get to choose what goes in.
Yes, and also people don't know how to choose. They actually ask what we want, but we cannot answer. So every time I go to Subway, they ask me like what kind of vegetable I do. They ask me what things that I don't want. Do you understand what I mean?
What don't you want in it?
Yeah. And then I said no pickle or, no like green pepper. And then they put everything in it, but still like so small amount of vegetables.
Yeah, they're only like 5 toppings or something.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not nearly as good. And they're so much smaller too. Like how big is like the long Subway sandwich in Japan?
How long? Like 20 centimeters?
20 centimeters. But in America, it's like, it's not just longer, but it's also like wider. I feel.
Yeah.
Because I used to get the foot long, and I would eat it for lunch and for dinner. And it's only like $5.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, it's like really cheap and a lot of food.
Okay, so you mean Japan one is expensive but small one?
Yeah, I've only eaten it like twice, and I was.
Yeah.
How do we get on this topic? Oh yeah, we were talking about French fries. Yeah, I do like McDonald's French fries, but maybe next year I'm gonna try
But the French fry in Subway was good, actually. They had what kind of flavor was it? But I thought that's good. But I agree with you, it's expensive. And it's not that healthy.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Japan is opening a video gaming / esports high school. And the idea isn't as crazy as it sounds.
So you mean their major, what do they study about? Esports only?
Basically, it's not like a normal high school, obviously. It's more like a trade school. Do you know what a trade school is?
No.
Like, trade school is a school where you learn how to do a certain like skill, like cooking school, for example. That's a trade school.
Like senmon
senmon. But in Japan, high school isn't mandatory, right? You can choose to not go to high school, but most people go to high school, right? But this school, apparently they are learning how to play games better, but also how to properly take care of their physical and mental health. Because that is a common problem with professional gamers. Have you ever heard of a professional gamer? Do you know anything about that world?
No, but Olympic Games have esports in the future? They already have?
I think they were talking about like maybe putting some esports in the future.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy, but to me, it's less crazy than wanting to be like a professional sports player, like which is a common dream or was a common dream in the past, right? But nowadays, like tournaments where they play games and stuff like that, they have teams that win millions of dollars. Like, I mean, that is the top of the top, obviously. But even like the lesser teams, and when they have small tournaments, they win like thousands of dollars and stuff like that.
Like, what do they fight about? Do they do like street fighters? Do you understand what I mean?
I mean, they're all different kinds of games.
Okay.
They're,
not only Street Fighter.
Yeah, not just like fighting games.
Okay.
I think probably one of the biggest games for competitive gaming is League of Legends, which is like a 5v5, 5-player versus 5-player
like
fighting
basketball.
game. yeah, basically. I mean, like you make your team and then you practice with your team and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think it's basically the same thing as like
Okay, so they can learn teamwork via, esports.
Yeah, communication.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like it's not just for professional gamers who want to like join tournaments and stuff like that, but also they learn skills for streaming, game developing, virtual YouTuber.
Virtual tuber. VTuber, that's what we call. VTuber, not YouTuber.
I'm not really familiar with virtual YouTubers. I think it's bigger in Japan than it is like in America and stuff like that. There's also game journalism, programming, esports commentating, and 3D CG designer.
So it's in Tokyo, or like we can, go to the high school on the internet.
Yeah, so it says here that it's going to be built in Tokyo.
I guess many kids want to go to that school, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, if I was a kid now, I would probably want to go too. I'm a pretty big gamer, but yeah, I don't know. It seems crazy to me. Like,
is it?
It seems a little crazy, but I mean, like, there's definitely demand for it. There are a lot of games, and it's like any other form of entertainment, right? Like, if you look at like the sports world, for example, it's not just the sports players. There are coaches. There are the commentators. There are a lot of different jobs. So, I mean,
cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. Because, kids have a lot of choices now. When I was in high school, there weren't many choices. I have to go to the schools near my house. But now we have like internet, and so we don't actually have to go to the school. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You can stay at home, but still take lesson classes from, internet, and then sometimes go to Tokyo maybe. Well, it's possible to go to that kind of schools, even though you're in, like suburb area of Japan. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But what do you think though? Like as a parent, let's say Shiori grows up and moves to Tokyo and wants to join a gaming high school. What would you say?
If she really wants to learn about, those things, or if she really loves it, I will think about it. And then good things happening right now is, like I said, you don't have to move to Tokyo now because we have internet. So she can still live near us or with us, and then go to school like that. Sometimes maybe she needs to go to, Tokyo or some big cities. Well, it doesn't have to move. That's the point. I will miss her if she moves to somewhere when she is teenager. But I went to America when I was 16, so it will happen.
Yeah, I think it's good for kids to move away from their parents.
Right.
Like, honestly, from junior high or high school, if they go abroad, that's probably the best thing. Yeah. But even just moving to another prefecture is, I don't know, it's good. It's hard, obviously, for the kids, but...
Yeah, I will ask her if she's really serious about it. I will think about it. It depends on her.
Oh, what a nice parent. I think most... I don't know how successful this is actually going to be, though, because I can't imagine, like, a lot of parents, like, allowing their kids to try to be a professional gamer, but
it has a lot of choices. Not only like playing games, they can probably make video games or
right,
design things or creating other things. I don't know, it has 可能性 possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, it's potential, yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of our episode.
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, our last episode of 2021.
2021.
Almost 3 years of small talk.
And then you finally on the camera, in front of the camera.
Yeah, this is the first episode with me in front of the camera and first episode without Mitch.
Yeah, first episode without Mitch. It's the end of the year. Whoo!
I have to say it was a lot harder than I expected, like keeping the conversation going.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
We can do it without Mitch.
I prefer when Mitch is here. Maybe this is the last time.
I hope so.
You hope this is the last time for me?
I don't know. No. Why did I say I hope so? I think he's hungover today.
Yeah, probably. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. And hope you have a wonderful new year. See you next year.
See you next year.
Bye.
Bye.